Now it's the reverse of one of the last fights we just did.
Finally.
Well, she's actually glowing and shit. What? Whoa! Dude, holy shit.
You got the initiative. Try this. Here.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh! Can we do it? Yes! I think she hit me a little bit.
I knew you'd win.
Damn. What was that, dude? She was so good.
I am overheating.
It was truly only coincidence I'm still alive after releasing all the power of my plume of dusk. But applying my persona's materialization sequence to reinforce my body's skeletal system and armor plating allowed me to endure a far stronger load than my components could normally handle. I suppose it truly is extreme Orgia mode. Well, now free persona fragments because he already said he had all he needed. My sister's double turns into a black mass and begins to melt. As it collapses into a puddle, glimmers like golden sand trickle upwards out of it and disappear into the ceiling. I finally reach Teddy and help his injured round body sit up.
Teddy, I'm so sorry. It's my fault.
Ai-chan, you were so cool. I regret nothing. Please, take care of Yosuke.
Oh my god, it's not like you're dead.
Teddy!
The building begins to creak, the structure groaning like a giant, and the entire tower begins to quake as well. Both the creaking and tremors are getting stronger compared to what we had felt earlier. In addition, a beastly howling thunders down from above. What is that? Is there a voice? Could it have come from much higher than the room where we rescued Mitsuru-san? Teddy's eyes snap open at this eerie sound.
What was that?
I don't know, but it seems a great power is trying to awaken.
Someone please respond.
Oh, Rise. Just then a desperate plea cluttered by interference speaks out in my mind. That voice is Rise Kujikawa's. It's difficult to hear due to the interference, but there's no mistaking it. The communication seems to be coming from quite a distance outside of this building.
Rise-chan, you're okay! Oh, I'm so glad!
Teddy? Teddy, is that you? Where are you right now? Are you hurt?
I'm in the tower that appeared at school. I'm with Ai-chan, so I'm okay. I think.
Ai-chan? You mean Aige-san? Aige-san, please listen. There's a ton of red fog swirling around the top of that tower right now.
Where are you, Rise-san? Can you see this place from there?
Yuki Senpai and I are in town searching for but we can't get out because there's a horde of shadows closing it.
Huh. The message is cut off before we can hear the entire thing. From what it sounds like, Rise-san and Yukiko-san appear to be in town together just as expected. If she said horde and shadows so close together, they must be facing a dangerous situation.
We have to go at once! Rise-chan, we're coming for you! Ow! 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 Ow!
Please wait, Teddy. We've both been damaged quite badly. If we move now, we'll likely be in danger.
Yeah, that's true. But I just can't sit here and wait. Owie!
Yeah, y'all are both fucked. There's no getting around it. Teddy was surely wounded quite badly, but knowing his friends are in danger, he seems unable to contain himself and attempts to force himself up to his feet. I feel the same way. I must tell everyone about the state of the school that Rise-san mentioned as soon as I can. When I approach the window to find out where we are, I see two figures leaving the school building.
That's Mitsuru-san and Akihiko-san.
Well, they're gonna make it out then, we know for
They managed
sure.
to get out before us.
I can understand why you want to hurry, but those two are attempting to rescue the others as well. Let's proceed with caution so that we can meet up with them quickly.
But seriously, I can still move as well. Even though my frame has reached the very limits of its operational tolerances and my joints creak ominously, the sheer strength of my emotion to save my friends forces my body into action. If Teddy and I feel the same way, I'm sure we can keep moving.
Got it! Ow! Anyway, let's move! I'm getting fired up! Let's do this! Onward!
As they say, yeah!
I can't help but smile at Teddy's enthusiasm. We leave the music room and the wreckage left behind from our recent battle and run down the hallway towards the exit. Alright. Well, that was something. Now back up here. Mitsuru's anguish. What is she gonna be upset about now? In order to search for the Inaba Persona users, Mitsuru and I searched the school building for an exit out of the tower. But the interior of the building has been warped into a complex maze. I don't think we'll get out that easily.
I'm detecting a set of stairs just up ahead. Would you please try going down a floor?
Got it. Let us know if anything else comes up.
How come Fuka didn't help Agus and
rather
Teddy?
troublesome. We must hurry on.
I guess because they had Teddy's nose, they didn't need it. Mitsuru-san mutters to herself after she and Fuka end their conversation, and her voice sounds tenser than usual. It looks like something's on her mind, so I decide to
still
talk
upset
to her.
at how you and his friends got caught up in this?
I am. But what truly bothers me is how I cannot get a full grasp on the Sho Minazuki character, who has been behind everything.
Are we
Well,
sure he's a
everything in
persona
this
user?
game, anyway.
When he fought against Labras, he didn't use a persona.
In addition to that, the one who called himself the person behind Labras' disappearance said that he had no persona. Granted, that could have been an act to confuse us, but that still seems like a very unclear way of doing things. It's hard to believe that what he'd said was just an act.
When I spoke directly with Minazuki, I saw his persona myself. This matches with what Narukami and his friends attested.
Could he have an accomplice?
An accomplice. Akihiko, this is only a hypothesis, but what if there were two Minazukis to begin with?
You mean it wasn't obvious?
You mean the one who called himself Sho and the one who called himself Minazuki are two different people?
No, his personalities changed before our very eyes. There's no doubt that they're the same body. But what if this isn't a case of multiple identity disorder? What if the two truly are completely separate personalities existing in the same body?
Well, the plume of dust created Minazuki.
What do you mean?
That was pretty obvious.
Mitsuru-senpai, I'm detecting a shadow just up ahead of you.
Of course, we immediately stop talking about the boy when Fuka's voice reaches us. There's only one door ahead of us, and at the end of the hallway, I don't see a way around whatever's in our path.
It'd be too much trouble to try to head back. Let's break through here, Mitsuru.
It seems there's no other way. The situation is growing more and more dire by the moment. We must deal with this as quickly as possible.
Alright, who's it gonna be? We rush to the door and charge inside. On the other side is a normal classroom. Well, normal if you ignore the bizarre decorations all over, with the blackboard, lectern, and the rows of desks. The ex-detective of Inaba is waiting for us here. Oh, it's Naoto.
You two seem to have made it out of your predicament. How does it feel to have been rounded up like that?
This Naoto is a fake. There's no reason to doubt it. But it's well made. It would be hard to tell the difference unless you had shadow detecting abilities like Fuka, or if you looked in their eyes. If the enemy's goal wasn't to carve off pieces of our personas in battle, these accurate doubles could easily have been used as weapons against us.
Enough idle conversation. Let's get this over with. We don't have a lot of time.
Wait.
Aw, now they didn't summon the ring. As I get impatient to go into battle, Mitsuru's voice stops me. True, I guess we should listen to the fake's dying words. We may be able to gain some clues after all.
There's something I want you to tell me before I slay you.
What is it? You can ask, but it doesn't mean I'll answer.
Who created you fake people? Who is Minazuki?
That's an odd thing to ask. Didn't you meet him yourself only a few moments ago? You should ask him yourself. But again, you won't be getting that chance, as you'll never leave here.
We'll play as Mitsuru. I don't think I've played as Mitsuru yet. If I do, I forgot. But that's not surprising either. It's taking me so long to actually record all of this game. Alright.
Finally. Fight!
That was a mistake.
Artemisia! I'm coming for you! No,
The auto combo in. I can do it too. Jesus.
Artemisia! You have
It's gonna be an auto combo battle? Like, that's how we're gonna do things, you know? I'm doing it. It really is!
Not yet.
Alright, I'm coming for you then. There we go.
Don't let this win get to your head. Keep training.
Shut up, Akihiko. Don't be a dick.
That was enjoyable. Please sit back and enjoy the spectacle of extinction. Well then.
And there goes another shadow. With an irritating jeer, the fake Naruto begins to crumble. The red pillars disappear as well, and a set of stairs leading downwards appears inside the classroom.
Mitsuru-senpai! Akihiko-senpai! Are you alright?
Yeah, no problems on our end. The shadow disappeared before we could get any information out of it, though.
We can't waste any time. Let's keep moving while we talk.
Okay. Please head down those stairs then. That should get you out of the tower.
That was that easy? We follow Fuka's directions and head for the exit. Along the way, I decided to pick up our discussion on Sho's true character.
Mitsuru, back to what we were talking about earlier. It looked like Sho changed right in front of us. He switched personalities. What makes you think that it's not the ordinary form of split personality?
Do you recall the conversation in the limo about Ikutsuki's personal experiments? I said there was an indication that a plume of dusk was used.
You mean the human experimentation we were talking about? It's definitely
I
something
feel-
a guy like
I guess it's
Ikutsuki
only
would come
annoying
up with.
because we know what's happened already thanks to the Persona
experiments
4
on
story.
Minazuki involved transplanting a plume of dusk into a living person.
What? Why would he do something like that?
Considering that it could have been part of Ergo Research's attempts to create artificial persona users, it makes sense. It's most likely that Ikutsuki
Which
implanted a
I
plume
never
of
understood
dust
why they were
into
so
Minazuki in order
hard
to
up on
intentionally try to
artificial
force a
persona users
persona to
anyway.
appear. But Sho Minazuki didn't awaken to the persona ability. That much can be gathered from the fact that Ikutsuki labeled the experiment a failure.
That bastard performed terrible experiments on young children all for his own gain, and he called this a failure? Ikutsuki put something strange inside a living person and simply wrote off what he did as a failure. That only proves how insane he'd been.
Contrary to Ikutsuki's expectations, though, the experiment had a different result.
What? Don't tell me.
If a plume of dusk was implanted into the body of a person who already had a personality, what would happen?
A plume of dusk stimulates the creation of an ego. So it's not out of the question that it would create a new personality in the same body.
I could see them like encountering a lot more of these failed experiments. In other words, it wasn't a split personality